What's going on, Game Master Tune, and welcome back to more Dragon's Lair 3D Return to the Lair, where in the last episode, we beat the Cyclops Worm and obtained the Dragon Eye, which allows us to see through certain walls, such as this door right here, or at least partially. And you may have put this together, but this is the essence that we were going to use to, actually, I won't go that way yet. This is the essence we were going to use to open up that wall before to obtain the mana container. This is what they wanted you to use, but since it's possible to get it without it, I didn't bother going through the trouble to do so. Anyway, so this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, as you can probably tell, because we're only going to be tackling one boss fight this episode. As a matter of fact, we're not even going to be obtaining an essence this episode, but we will be doing something fairly significant. So I mean, you already know what we're doing by the title and the thumbnail, but even so, I want to maintain a little bit of surprise. So, follow my lead. Step 1. Go back to this general hub area, and go through this door that I didn't actually take you guys through last time, because this is... We went through the left door last time, but this right door right here is a shortcut. So if we go through this shortcut door, and then go straight, the game wants you to go straight here. But here's the thing. If you keep going through these doors, I'll speed up the footage here for a bit. Yeah, you get the gist. It's infinite. These doors never end. You can go forever, and the doors will never end. Concurrently, however, if you just go backwards twice from whatever room you're in, you're back in the hub room. Crazy. But what we want to do is go to this right-hand door right here, and would you look at that, we're back in the room with the sewer door, with, I think, 3 less steps than it took for us to get here, going through that door. So, now it is time for us to not unlock a secret. Well, I mean, we are going to unlock a boss, but before we do that, I want to kind of show you guys what you're supposed to do, because after you beat the Cyclops Worm, it's not really clear where you're supposed to go. There's really no indication of where you're supposed to go. So, from up here, we're going to jump off here, and then float down to this first level right here. It's this little mid-walkway right here that we're going to land on, and you might be able to kind of see it, just a little bit. If you can't see it, you're not supposed to. But what you are supposed to see is that symbol on the wall right there. That symbol is a universal sign that you need to use the Dragon's Eye. So we're gonna unequip the Dragon's Wing, equip the Dragon's Eye, walk towards this now less translucent shape, and make it completely opaque. This is the door to the Lizard King. Let's go.
Dirk, I hear the Lizard King, but I can't see where he is.
So what power do we have to be able to do so? Equip the Dragon Eye. Ah, okay, I was a bit too late in that regard. But you're supposed to...
The King went inside the treasure room, but you'll need a gold key to enter.
So you're supposed to equip the Dragon Eye there and look around to kind of see where the Lizard King is. But apparently I was a bit too slow in that regard, and I got bonked in the head as a result. So, like Daphne said, you're supposed to look for a gold key to enter the treasure room. Well, we don't have that as of yet, so let's go look for it.
You know, I'm sure I heard a door open somewhere near here.
At this point, I just memorized where all the doors and everything are, but if you're not sure, look at the eye on the ground, equip the Dragon Eye, and walk through the door. And would you look at that, we're on the other side. Hello, Dragon. It's nice to see you. So now, we need to find the gold key. But, I warn you now. It was my first instinct along with yours to run through this section, because I can, look for the gold key, and leave all the enemies behind. Don't do that, because we are going to be coming back through this section later, and we need to have as few enemies around as possible. Before we do that, we're going to come to this corner right here, equip your crossbow, equip the flame arrows, aim at this torch right here, fire, and the door is going to open to reveal a heart container and a diamond. That's always fun, and also, hello. How you doing today? Gonna conserve my arrows and just whack you with a sword. Alright, now, check on the treasures. There are 10 treasures in this room. We're going to be collecting all of them, because of course, we will be. Alright, so, let's move. You're gonna take a right here, because it's the only way you can go, and at the end of the store, we're gonna have a choice. Left or right? Well, left means death. Yeah, it means death. So don't go left. You want to go right. I couldn't remember if you could just open the doors and not die or not. But yeah, walking through there means death. So as of right now, nothing's going to collapse in this section. But, you know, just, you don't want to get into the habit of trying to run under here. So just remember the next time you come to this section to go up here. Just remember that. Alright, so now, right or left, well, go into this room, you're going to get crushed. So don't go that way. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go to the left and clear out the enemies as we move through. And keep moving along. Again, seems like a peaceful hallway, but it won't be soon enough. Clear out the dragon, clear out this dragon, and move through this door overhead, and you may notice...
Looks like a dead end. Now what?
But look at that, it's a dragon eye. So equip it and turn to the right, and would you look at that, there's a door we can walk through. Break open these barrels for some health if you need some, as well as some arrows and mana, and once you're ready to battle some dragons, hit the switch, equip your crossbow. Actually, no, we're not going to equip our crossbow for this one. We're going to use a whirlwind attack. Like so. To clear out as many of them as we could. And then once you do this, they should all be cleared out, and you just do this mop up the survivors. And then once all the dragonlings are cleared out, you're ready to proceed down this newly formed hallway that was opened as a result of you hitting the switch. So we're going to turn through this door right here and just move through here to kill some more dragonlings, because there's quite a lot of them here. And I know at this point you're probably thinking, oh, can I just run past these guys? It's getting really annoying. And I almost feel like the game wants you to do that because of what they're going to end up pulling on you later. Or maybe they just assume you have knowledge of how the Dragon's Lair arcade game works and expect you to use your brain to actually think about the situation and try and figure out, maybe we're going to get a chase sequence through this section? I don't know. Grab the 2 potions on the left-hand side here, and I actually might drink a health potion now. There we go. Turn left, and then go through the door on the left right here to grab the gold key.
The gold key is yours.
A door overhead has unlocked, but it's not the key to the treasure. It's not the door to the treasure room, oddly enough. So now we're going to move down here, and if you remember the arcade game, you're going to identify this hallway immediately as one of the hallways from the actual arcade game, which is really neat. I love the attention to detail that developers put into this game. Beyond that, you're supposed to go left. This is the door that opened previously as a result of grabbing the golden key, but we're actually going to go to the right, because if everything about this section doesn't tell you there's a secret passageway there, then I will. There's a secret passageway there. So jump through the hole in the wall, grab the mana container, the diamond, and the goblet. Then jump back through the hole in the wall and move into the section. This is going to be the final section with 3 dragonlings. So we're just going to lure them all towards the center, and whirlwind. That's 2 of the 3 dead. Grab the health to replenish. And then come in close. Come in close. And the dragonling is almost dead. Come on. And slice. Just like that. Now there's nowhere where you can really go. This way is locked off, but it has a key in there. This way is the way we came from, and it's also locked off. And this way is the way out of here, but it's also locked off. So what's the only way we can go? Through this door. Where does the store lead? Right back to the beginning. Fun. So, having done all of that, now we got to do the whole thing over again and go around either the left or right hand side. The right side is quicker, but the left side works too. To come to this door, drink a health potion before you do this. Go up to the door, sheath your sword, and use your key to open up the door. As soon as you have control of your character, run around the Lizard King, grab the goblet, grab the treasure, and run out of the room. I know I had to talk over her dialogue there, but, you know, it's important that I told you guys that. Now, it's actually genius in the level design here because the game's already made you run through the section once, so you already know which way is safe and which way isn't. So now all you have to do is just follow the pot, and assuming you cleared out all the enemies, you know which way you have to go, which way you don't have to go. So that is really brilliant game design in that aspect. So just follow the pot of gold, and also just follow my path to avoid any of the pitfalls that may come about. Other than that, I do want to talk about, there is a glitch you can pull off where you don't actually use your sword or lose your sword or crossbow. in this when you initially open the treasure room door. I've done it before, but it's so ridiculous. It's like RNG as to whether or not you pull it off, and I just don't think it's worth it. What is worth it, however, is once you get into this final room, run straight for the pot of gold, grab your weapons, and run to this corner of the room, and then stop. Equip your crossbow, and look at this. The pot of gold cannot get us. It can't do a darn thing to us. And Lizard King's being stupid and running into the wall. So now, switch your target onto the Lizard King. So switch your target onto the Lizard King. Like so. For some reason, it's not locking onto her. And then use the fire arrows to shoot her down. 7 shots and she's dead. That took far more work than it should have. Usually that goes a lot smoother, but that method is requires a lot less hassle than it does if you just try and smack her with a sword, because you have to repeatedly go after your pot of gold. Because what happens is you go after the pot of gold, you grab your sword, you take a shot at her, the pot of gold takes the sword back. You have to do the whole song and dance over again. So this is just a whole lot quicker to run into the corner, hide, and use your crossbow against her. Anyway, once you beat the Lizard King, grab the gold key. Move through here, destroy these barrels to replenish your health, and grab the remaining treasures. And just to make sure I didn't miss anything, 10 out of 10 treasures, 71 out of 10 out of all levels. Now, let's move on to the next section. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of Dragonstone 3D Return to the Lair. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you for the next episode, and until then, this has been a Gaming Magic 13. Signing off saying, hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you next time for some more Dragonstone 3D Return to the Lair. Goodbye!